What we're going to talk about today is whole foods, supplements, and what it means to be in a catabolic state and an anabolic state. But first, before we get into all that fancy mumbo jumbo terms, we're going to just talk about whole foods. So, what exactly is a whole food? Uh, Basically, the same thing as fruits and vegetables, whole meats, lean meats, fish, um, pork chops, eggs, chicken, meat, stuff like that. Anything that you can find in the grocery store on the outside aisles. So let's talk about that on the outside aisles. So typically you have your grocery store, and it doesn't matter what grocery store you walk into, right? Pretend that's your grocery store. You're going to have different aisles in the middle, right? Various things in the middle aisles. What's there is typically your box food, stuff that's frozen, a lot of things like cereal, macaroni and cheese, stuff like that that's got a lot of preservatives in it that's they can store without having to keep it cool or hot, right? But on the outside of these stores, minus the front doors, you have all of your whole foods, fruits, vegetables. Shop the perimeter, exactly it, Veronica, thank you. Shop the perimeter, you're going to have all of your dairy products, all that fun stuff that's out there that's natural, that's fresh produce. That's where you want to stay in, is in the outside area of said store, right? Avoid all those processed meats, avoid all those processed foods, all that fun stuff that's on the inside that may not be as good for you. So that's how I shop or try to shop on a regular basis, is just stay on the outside of the store. Yeah, it takes a little bit more time to prep and cook and stuff like that with using fresh vegetables and all that fun stuff, but ideally it's going to be better for you in the long run. So stick to those. As far as diet and supplementation, now a lot of people think that they can just take a supplement and it's a magic pill or a magic protein shake and it's going to make them reach their goals. This is not true at all. Sorry guys, there is no such thing as a magic pill that's going to cure all your ailments, that's going to make you lose weight and feel great all at the same time. It's a supplement is exactly that. It is just a supplement in your diet to fill those nutritional gaps. So when you think about taking a protein shake or anything like that, or thermogenic or a multivitamin or anything along those lines that you find at your local supplement stores, you want to try and be aware that you should be getting your nutrition from whole foods right here. Okay, whole foods. Always start there. If you can't get your nutrition that way, if you struggle a little bit, we all do. We're all human. It happens. Don't be afraid then to look into supplementation. Right. With that, that's all I'm going to talk about with supplements for right now because I want to stick to the program. All right. Next up. I know we're flying through this really quick. I'll try to keep it as quick and as painless as possible for you guys. We're going to talk about the anabolic and catabolic states. So what we're going to go into is we're going to just take average run-of-the-mill person, right? Me, you, everyday people. And on average, this is going to be our little timeline. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, timeline of our day, right? You have, most of us wake up around 7 a.m. We have lunch at 12 p.m. Sorry, and then we'll say 7 p.m. for dinner, and then a workout somewhere in between. Right. So on average, we wake up, and let's say you are just starting this new diet routine. You're trying to be a little bit healthy, and by being healthy, you decide to eat some whole foods. You eat a banana for breakfast right after you wake up. Bananas are healthy, it's fruit, it's good for you, right? Perfect. Then at lunch you decide to have, let's say, some chicken and a salad, which is also a good nutritious lunch. And then you don't want to eat anything before your workout because you don't want to feel bloated or you don't want to feel like you're going to throw up or anything like that during your workout. So you skip your workout, and then you're going to go into 7 p.m. and you have chicken again and a veggie. Right? Sounds like a typical meal, typical run-of-the-mill, time to eat. which is awesome, right? So when you first eat in the morning, oh, I forgot a part. It's going to be catabolic or anabolic on top and catabolic on bottom. Okay, now before we go into this, I should probably explain which one is which. First time doing this live thing and being in the instructor position, so bear with me. First one, they're going to get better as we go. I just need more practice, right? So anabolic means you're burning carbs and fats. I know you guys probably can't read my chicken scratch on the screen, but just remember that anabolic is carbs and fat burning zone, and catabolic is you're burning muscle tissue. And nobody ever wants to lose muscle tissue when they're burning, through their energy stores. So back to what we're saying. You eat a banana for breakfast, chicken salad for lunch, and then a chicken and some veggies for maybe some rice for dinner, right? So what happens is we're going to bounce between the two of these, right? We want to. The goal is to keep ourselves in an anabolic burning state always, right? Because then we're going to be burning off the extra carbs, the extra fats that we want to be losing, and taking care of our bodies that way, not losing muscle mass as a whole. Now, when I say muscle mass, I don't mean like Arnold Schwarzenegger muscle mass. We're talking average run-of-the-mill American who wants to look more toned and cut up. So you eat this banana, and it shifts you up into your anabolic state, right? So we're doing awesome, okay, feeling good, but about mid-morning, about 10 or so, we crash, right? We start getting really, really hungry and dip into, we run out of that energy. That banana wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to sustain our protein intake or anything like that. So we get hungry by about 10, maybe even earlier than that. You could even say like 8:30, okay? Dip down, we start burning muscle tissue because our body needs energy and fuel and it needs protein. So it's going to derive protein from itself and then go from there, right? So you're down here, and then about lunchtime you eat your chicken salad and it shoots you back up, right? We now have protein, we have a carbohydrate, we have vegetables in our system, we have energy, we're doing awesome, we're kicking butt and taking names, right? So we're doing this, right? We're burning, and then before too long, about another hour to 2 hours, we start to get hungry again. It's normal, right? But we don't want to eat before our workout, like I was saying before, because, well, we don't want to feel bloated. We want to maximize our workout and take care of ourselves that way, right? So far, so good. If you guys have any questions as I go through this, don't be afraid to leave comments and ask me as I go. I'm trying to pay attention to both, so I'm here for you. So then we're going to dip back down into the catabolic state, burning muscle tissue again, and not energy that we already have. Our body's trying to store it all. Right? So we're going to go through our workout, start our workout, and then we're actually going to dip further down because now we've worked out and our body needs a lot of energy stores to replace what we just burned, right? Perfect. Not perfect. And then come dinner time, we eat a veggie and dip back out of the catabolic state. And then about an hour or two later, we go to bed, right? Well, because we've worked out, our body is trying to repair itself. It's probably already used up all this chicken and veggies where we're at right here. And then while we sleep, it's going to come back down into the catabolic state to repair itself, right? Which leads us back to 7 a.m. the next morning. And we've been burning more muscle tissue than we are carbs and fats, which we want to be burning anyway. So what's the deal? How do we get out of that catabolic state? And it's all nutrition, right? To do this, what I would recommend eating instead of just a banana would be some eggs, egg whites, something along those lines that gives you a little bit of protein, and then something that's a little bit more slow burning for your breakfast. And when it comes to carbs, you want something a little bit more intense, like oatmeal or steel cut oats or something along those lines that's going to take a little bit longer to burn and you eat a little bit less, right? So let's say we do that, and we're going to change colors. So we eat the oatmeal, right? Okay, and we spike up again. Okay, about halfway between lunch and breakfast, we're going to take, let's say we take a protein shake because, well, it's quick and easy and we're constantly on the go on our feet. And we don't have time to actually cook another meal or sit down and eat another meal. So we're going to take a protein shake, right? I'm just going to put protein. Okay, and that's going to keep us up here for a little bit longer. Lunchtime, we eat the same thing that we had for lunch the day before, the chicken and chicken salad. It's a great choice. Okay, that's going to spike us back up. Okay. Now, we're about to go into our workout, right? We're coming back down. Okay, we're going to work out. We might dip a little bit down from our workout. That's normal. Okay, you're going to come down just a little bit. Okay, we're going to work out. We're going to do awesome. We're going to take a post-workout protein shake or eat something that's quick digest. Okay, all right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Had a quick scare on the internet connection, so I didn't do anything other than what we did is we ate our protein shake, came back down between protein shake and lunch, ate our lunch, came back up, and then during our workout, we're going to dip a little bit below into a catabolic state. So post-workout, what I was talking about is we're going to have a protein shake or something that's going to be quick digesting. This would be ideal place for fruits, right? Because they're fast, you can absorb them quick. Or if you can't do a fruit, let me know. And I do have some options for you to try or to talk about post-workout nutrition, okay? It's ideal to get that out of the catabolic state as quick as possible by eating that post-workout. Post-workout. Okay? Post-workout nutrition, which we will be going into a little later in one of my blog posts. So with that, right, if you do post-workout, you're not going to feel as fatigued as bad. You take something, eat something after you work out, even if it's just a light snack. You want something with proteins, something with some fast-acting carbs, and maybe a little bit of fats, right? So far, so good. And then, obviously, between dinner or your post-workout and dinner, you're going to dip back down again and then shoot back up with dinner, right? Chicken and some sort of veggies. You could do a steak. You could do any kind of pork, anything fish, anything like that. It doesn't always have to be chicken, so don't be afraid to. All right, and we're back again. Sorry about that. One more time. No, I lost a couple viewers, but that's all right. So I moved the camera a little bit. Bear with me. So with that, we eat. We do our post-workout nutrition, we come back down a little bit, and then we shoot back up with dinner, right? So we're still in the anabolic phase of things. After that, you're going to go through the evening or the night, mostly in top, about 12 a.m. or so, you're going to dip back down, which brings us right back to 7 a.m., okay? So that's my take on nutrition and how I'm trying to branch out and change things and learn new things. I will post this picture on Facebook for those of you who want it, need it, want to watch it, or if you have any questions, guys, don't hesitate to ask me about post-workout nutrition, supplements, or anything like that. I'm here for you guys to answer any questions you have. So here you go. Thanks for watching, everybody that came in.